So I have a policy in my life that I tend to speak very openly about myself and my emotional states and my social interactions and my psychological state of mind. And one reason I do that is of something I call emotional tunnel vision, which means that a lot of people go through life and they tend to mind their own business, they tend to see straight ahead and don't really take into account that a lot of things that happens to them happens because of the things around them. So I started because one of the big threes in life, one of the big threes is called cancer, death, or divorce. And usually those are the things that change your life's course immediately and in a complete different direction. Now, this seems to be a picture of a very happy guy. He's holding his 2 kids. This was actually taken 2 weeks before we made the decision to get divorced, me and my ex-wife. And this is basically, I'm weighing about 89 kilos, I'm fit as a fiddle, I'm doing what I want sport-wise, and I'm crying every other day. I'm looking basically like that guy. I swear to you, I'm not drunk in this picture. I take pictures very badly. There's a picture in there where I'm drunk. But I'm looking like the guy on the left. And, well, the thing is that you have to admit yourself you have a problem. A lot of people do that. I'm drinking a lot, I'm taking drugs. You have to admit you have a problem. What society shines about is that although we know that somebody can get hurt, somebody can get cancer, what we don't take into consideration is a big part of our problem, a person or body who can get sick, and nobody talks about it. And the thing we can get sick about is our psyche, our soul. This can get sick very deeply, and nobody wants to talk about it. So what happens when the psyche gets sick is you get absent-minded. You do stuff you don't want to do. You cut your head. After the divorce, I had 5 car accidents in half a year because you don't listen to yourself. You don't listen to your surroundings. So what got me around it is this little thing of the Bible. I'm not a very religious person, but there's one thing in this sentence most people tend to overlook. Love your neighbor as yourself is a simple way of saying, but there is a part in there that everybody overlooks. It means love yourself. It doesn't care how much you love the next person. If you hate yourself, you're never going to be able to be a helpful member of society. So I figured out this little sentence for me, and it has been a lifeguard, a tower a beacon of hope in all there is. I tend to love people around me. I tend to like it when I'm around people. But the only person I really have to be around with, the only person I have to stand, the only person I have to entertain and be with is myself. And I have to like that person. Because if you're going through life and you hate yourself, you're going to have a very hard job doing it. You're going to have a problem all day long. So the very first person you really have to want to be around with is yourself. But that's difficult to do. And there are quite a few things you can do to do that. And one of these things is, next, you can find things you love doing. So I'm a track manager for runs in Salzburg. This is a picture taken this year from the Salzburg Marathon at about 3 o'clock in the morning because we were laying out the marks on the track. You might recognize at least one person on the picture below besides myself. This is SharkFest US. And the picture on the top left is something nobody from the world knows about, but a small part of Austria. This is Krampus. And yeah, this is Uli smiling because it's a very small region where this is the case. This is basically Shelf on the Elf. Or the second thing you can do is you can recognize happiness. Find out when you're happy and that you're happy. And have fun in life. This, by the way, is my fiancée. She is the best thing ever happened to me, beside my kids, obviously, but still. And when you do that, you're gonna be happy. It's as simple as that. And I want to leave you with the last thing here. Because doing that to yourself is very easy, but doing this to others, and somebody else got me out of my shell and doing this to myself, there is one simple question you can do and one simple thing you can do all the time. The next time you ask somebody, how are you doing? Stop and listen to the answer. Not only, hey, I'm fine, but see the body language, see the reaction this person gets you. Because this second you stop and actively listening to the answer to this question is all that could make the other person stay. Because, hey, somebody really cares. And this is what you have to recognize in life to be happy, and this is what you have to do to make others happy. Thank you.